In this video, I want to go a little bit in depth about pips, how to measure them in different assets. Okay. In the previous video, I posted a video that shows you how to calculate your risk, okay, and your lot size for your particular trade. Right, I showed you how to calculate your lot size to get a specific amount that you want to risk. Okay, so it is more encouraged, or it is better as a trader for you to risk a certain amount of your account per trade. And it's recommended that you stay between 1 to 3%, with 1% being the ideal, right? So what if it's not a currency pair, it's not Euro USD, it's not any of the rest, all right? So I just want to make you guys understand, in case if you don't have any of these tools to help you out, you can do it yourself, all right? So this is a USD pair. This is how it will probably look like. This is called an exchange rate, and it is the rate, the number of the amount of one currency that will give you the other currency. All right. And this is what we call the pip, the fourth decimal number. All right. So that used to be the smallest measurement of movement in forex trading. And then later on, the fifth one got introduced, and this one we call it the point or the pipette. So 10 of these make this the pip. 10 pipettes make one pip, and 10 pips make the next and the next and the next and the next. Okay, so this is when you have 10 movements of this, you get one movement here, so this becomes 4. And when you get 10 of these, this becomes 3, right? And so on and so forth. So this is 23 pips, 723 pips, 2007 pips, and 5 pipettes. Okay, so now what is the difference between this and this? So this is 23 pips here. We have, because all these figures are the same, all right? 1.27, 1.27. The difference is from 3 and 2, right? So 33 minus 23, that gives us 10, right? 10 pips and 6 minus 5. 10 pips and 1 pipette, or just 10.1 pips, right? So that's the difference between these. That's the difference between these. And you can simply go on your calculator and then calculate the amount. So let's say $10 over 100, and that will give you a lot size. So that will be 10 over 101. And that should give us about 0.1 lot size as a stop loss on a trade like this. All right. Now, what is the difference between this and this? We have 819 and 919. The difference between these two is this is the pip here, right? The fourth number. Then this is 10 pips. This is 100 pips. So 8 and 9, this is 100 pips of difference, because you take 919 minus 819, and that gives you 100 pips of difference between that. All right, and then we have the yen pairs. The yen pairs are paired with the Japanese yen, and this is how they usually look like. And the pip for yen pairs is this second number after the decimal place. So in this case, the 5. All right, so this is how they used to look: 200.80, 201.1.00, until the pipette or the point got introduced, and now this is now the smallest unit of movement. Okay, so 95. So we have 120.95 minus this. How many pips will it be? It's simply, the difference is 95 or 957. Okay, well, let's just use 95 since this is the actual pip here. 95 minus 68, 58, and that's going to give us 33 or 37, pardon me. 37 pips is the difference between these two, with one pipette, right? 37 pips is the difference. So if you're calculating, just do the same thing, whatever your amount over the number of pips times 10. All right, that will give you the loss you're supposed to use. So what's the difference between 200.80 and 201.00? So this has to move. This is the pip here. Okay, so it will be 80 minus 100. So that's the difference here is 20 pips. Okay, this is 201. So this has to get to 200.80, 81, 82, 83, You get to 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 200.99, and 201.00. So this is 20 pips here. So gold. For gold, the pip is this number, the first number after the decimal place. So some people make the mistake of counting this one as a pip, but this is actually the pip here. Okay, so if this moves by 1 point, that is a movement of 10 pips in gold, right? That's a movement of 10 pips. So if you have 1992.5 subtracting 86.8, that will give us how many pips? This is 92 minus 86. That will give 60 pips right here, 60 pips. Then you now add the difference of 3 here, 63 pips is the difference between these two values of gold. All right. So then you can now take this into your calculator and then calculate your appropriate stop loss. Right. So that's very simple. For Bitcoin and indices, it's a little bit easier to me or straightforward to calculate your lot size for these, because all you have to do is just to take the difference between the two figures, your entry and your stop loss, and then you divide the amount you want to risk by the difference between your entry and your stop loss. So, for example, let's say your entry is 60,000. Let's say this is a Bitcoin trade. You're at 60K, you want to buy, and your stop loss is at 59,700. So, $300 is the difference, right? 300 points. So, you just say, for example, I want to risk $1,000 on this trade. It's going to be 1,000 divided by 300, and that gives you 3.3 lot size. Okay, 3.3 lots, 3.3 standard lots, and that's it. Very, very simple, very, very straightforward. The same thing goes for indices as well. So, for example, Nasdaq, S&P 500, and US 30. Okay, so same thing goes. Let's say 40,000. Let's say you have a trade and this is your entry, this is your stop loss. Just subtract this from this, and then that value, use it to divide the amount you want to risk on the trade, and that gives you the lot size to use on that particular trade. All right. So that will be the end of this video. I don't want to go into all the calculations and stuff because it's going to make this too long and redundant. So just do the calculations on your own. You can test it, practice it in your MetaTrader, and then yeah, you're going to get better at all these things. So I will see you in the next video. Peace out.